Imagine this. You're standing on a quiet hilltop under a starless night, the air thick with an unnatural chill. The moon, that eternal silver guardian, hangs impossibly low, swollen, bloated, like a predator's eye fixed on its prey. It's not just closer, it's descending, inch by inexorable inch, pulling the horizon with it. What if this wasn't a dream? What if the sky's most familiar face turned traitor, hurtling toward us in a cosmic betrayal? Tonight, we unravel the nightmare. What if the moon crashed into Earth? The final night begins. As dawn breaks across the globe, whispers start in observatories and backyards alike. Astronomers peer through lenses, their data streams flickering with anomalies that defy logic. The moon's orbit, stable for billions of years, has fractured. Perhaps a rogue asteroid's glancing blow, or some gravitational glitch from a distant black hole's whisper. Whatever the spark, the result is the same. Our satellite is spiraling inward, drawn by Earth's unyielding pull. At first, it's subtle. Tides surge without warning, swallowing coastal cities in foaming walls of water that retreat only to crash again, fiercer each time. Venice vanishes under relentless waves. California's shores erode in hours what once took centuries. Fishermen haul in nets tangled with debris from drowned villages, their boats tossed like leaves in a storm. The atmosphere stirs in rebellion. Hurricanes spawn from calm seas, twisting into megastorms that blot out the sun. Lightning cracks the sky in endless barrages, igniting forests into infernos that paint the horizon red. Seismographs jitter with phantom quakes, as the moon's growing proximity tugs at Earth's molten core, stirring it like a cauldron. Wildlife senses it first. Birds flee in erratic flocks, abandoning migration paths. Wolves howl at midday, their packs scattering in primal dread. Humans, slower to grasp the unraveling, dismiss it as freak weather, a passing anomaly. But then the news feeds ignite satellite images, show the moon's disk enlarging by the hour, its craters sharpening into menacing scars. Scientists convene in frantic virtual huddles, their voices laced with disbelief. This can't be, one mutters, graphs trembling on screens. The Roche limit, it's approaching too fast. The world watches, breath held, as experts declare the impossible collision course confirmed. The clock ticks down, not in years, but days. Panic spreads like a virus, unchecked and virulent. Stock markets plunge into abyss, screens flashing red as economies dissolve. Governments scramble, issuing alerts that echo through empty streets. Seek high ground, evacuate lowlands. But where to run when the enemy is the sky itself? Borders dissolve in the chaos. Refugees stream across lines once guarded by armies, now abandoned to fate. In megacities, subways flood with terrified crowds, their faces illuminated by phone screens scrolling doomsday feeds. Leaders broadcast from bunkers, their assurances crumbling under the weight of truth. We are preparing, they claim. But whispers leak of elite escapes, rockets primed for orbital havens, leaving billions behind. Families huddle in basements, clutching heirlooms and loved ones, sharing stories of lives unlived. A child asks her mother, "Will it hurt?" The answer hangs unspoken, heavy as the approaching doom. Denial fractures into rage. Riots erupt in squares, flames licking at monuments of a civilization teetering on oblivion. Faith surges in temples and mosques, prayers rising like smoke signals to indifferent stars. Lovers confess secrets in the dark, bonds forged in the fire of impending loss. The human spirit, resilient yet fragile, bends toward desperation, seeking meaning in the madness. Before we continue this descent into chaos, make sure to subscribe to Simurail Stories, hit like, and share your thoughts below, because our world is full of what-ifs waiting to be uncovered. Now, the descent accelerates. Hours blur into a fever dream as the moon dominates the firmament, its vast bulk eclipsing the stars, casting an eerie, perpetual twilight. No longer a distant orb, it's a colossal intruder. Its surface details etched in horrifying clarity ancient lava plains and jagged peaks, looming like judgment. Earth's gravity retaliates, stretching the moon into a grotesque egg. Fragments calving off in fiery trails that streak across our skies like apocalyptic meteors. Oceans boil at the edges, vaporizing into steam clouds that choke the air, turning breath into labored gasps. The planet's crust groans under the strain, volcanoes erupting in symphonies of magma that paint rivers of fire across continents. Earthquakes cascade in chains. Toppling skyscrapers like dominoes, New York's skyline crumbles into dust clouds. Tokyo's neon veins shatter into darkness. The atmosphere ignites in auroral fury, sheets of plasma dancing as magnetic fields tangle and snap. Wildlife perishes in droves, elephants trumpet their last in stampedes. Oceans churn with lifeless fish bobbing on crimson waves. Humans, scattered survivors, gaze upward in awe and terror. The moons pull lifting pebbles, then boulders, into swirling vortices. Winds howl at hurricane force, stripping soil from fields, exposing the bones of the earth. In remote observatories, the last astronomers log final readings, their instruments screaming overload. The air tastes of sulfur and fear, every heartbeat a countdown. Bonds break, friends part in silence, knowing words fail against the roar of impending cataclysm. The world holds its breath, suspended in the grip of gravitational inevitability. Then, the final moments unfold in agonizing slow motion. The moon, fractured and furious, breaches the Roche limit, disintegrating into a ring of debris that spirals downward like a deadly halo. Chunks the size of mountains hurtle ahead, slamming into the atmosphere in blazing fireballs that incinerate swaths of land. The main body follows, a titanic shadow engulfing the horizon. Earth's surface buckles as the two worlds kiss, continents heave upward in molten tsunamis. Oceans vaporize in explosive plumes that pierce the stratosphere. The impact's shockwave circles the globe in seconds, flattening forests, shattering ice caps, and igniting the air itself into a global inferno. In that eternal instant, lives flash in memory, laughter echoing in empty homes, dreams dissolving into plasma. The collision is a symphony of destruction, rock grinding against rock in thunderous crescendos. The planet's core resonating like a struck bell. Beauty hides in the terror, the debris cloud blooms into iridescent veils, painting the apocalypse in hues of fire and ash. Screams merge with the roar, a choral farewell to existence. In the aftermath, silence reigns supreme. The merged mass, a scarred ellipsoid of fused rock and ruin, spins alone in the void. No oceans lap at shores, no winds whisper through trees. The remnants of humanity, if any endure in hidden vaults, emerge to a barren expanse. Echoes of civilization buried under kilometers of regolith. Satellites tumble lifeless, their signals fading into cosmic static. The solar system adjusts, planets shifting orbits in subtle dances around the new center. Earth's story, etched in craters and cooled lava, becomes a cautionary scar on the face of this hybrid world. Perhaps in eons, life stirs anew from microbial whispers, blind to the tragedy that birthed it. But for now, the quiet is profound, a testament to fragility. When the sky itself falls, maybe that's how the universe reminds us, nothing lasts forever.